Phil's going to win, but I kind of want to see Phil win because I think it's, you know, it's a good story. Someone said I'm not here for your conversations. Come on. Makes me sad. Don't say that. What's the weakest part of your game? Definitely mental. I'm a head case. That's why I never made it. Who's your favorite German golfer? Probably Martin Keimer. Yeah, I'd probably say Martin Keimer. Have you ever had an eagle? Yes, I've had a lot of eagles, actually. Trying to get some more. Any more questions on the PGA? Do you think Rory did get obsessed with Bryson's power? Yes, he actually admitted that he was struggling with his swing because he was chasing distance and trying to get more power, and he realized that that wasn't for him. So I think a lot of these guys are now looking at Bryson, who has completely changed his body and how he swings and his entire mindset when it comes to how he plays golf. It is very impressive, like what he's done, how much weight he's put on in a short amount of time, and how much distance he has gained. And I don't think he's fully changing the game, but I think he's had a massive impact on it, where other guys are looking at him, especially after he won the US Open at Winged Foot, and they're like, I need to do this. If I am going to keep up, I'm going to have to put on more muscle or some more weight, and I need to hit it farther to keep up with everyone else. And so Rory admitted to the fact that he couldn't do it. He changed his swing. He didn't like it, and he's been slowly getting it back. Not really Rory's week so far at the PGA. Looks like he's struggling with his putting, which is not surprising. That's something that he tends to struggle with. But yeah, I thought it was very interesting for Rory to actually like admit that. I don't know if I would admit that if I was giving an interview. Who wins fight between Koepka and DeChambeau? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, guys, what do you think? If Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka were in a fist fight, who do you think would win? I think it's a good fight now because obviously Brooks has the weak knees and Bryson has put on some more weight and muscle. So I don't know, but I feel like Bryson's probably never been in a fight before, and I feel like Brooks has kind of thrown down once or twice. So I'm going to go with Brooks on this one. Unless Bryson goes for like a cheap knee shot, then game over, Bryson wins. Someone said Spieth overrated. You know, it's funny because I was never a huge Spieth fan really growing up. It's not that I disliked him, but I felt sometimes that he was can be a bit whiny on the golf course when he's constantly talking to his golf ball and the conversations with his caddy. And when he disappeared for a little bit when he was struggling with his game, I missed it. Like, I missed watching Jordan Spieth and how entertaining he is. And so now that he's playing better and he's back, I think he's obviously great for the game. And I like the way he acts on the golf course. It gives you something. I'm so sick of these guys being robots on the golf course and never really showing emotions or saying anything or doing anything. And so it's nice to have people who do things that are different, you know, like a Brooks who's outspoken in his interviews, or a Bryson who just is Bryson. And then you have Jordan, you know, acting a bit crazy on the golf course, which is something that we can all relate to. I get so distracted by these comments sometimes because some of them are so positive. Best European player right now, or just a European player that I really like? Obviously, you have Louis Oosthuizen, who is playing really well. I would say I tend to always go for like Paul Casey. He's been around for so long, and I like his swing a lot. Ooh, there's so many. There's so many good ones. I like Tyrrell Hatton. I think he's funny. He's very mad. He's a very angry golfer, and that's something that I also can relate to. And I like that, you know, he brought hoodies onto the golf course. I know it was done before, but once he won wearing one, he kind of solidified that as like a fashion statement, and that's good. Someone said Louis is not European. I know, as soon as I said that, I was like, you dumb bitch, like, why did you even say that? Take it back. And I'm mad that someone caught that, so I just moved on and hoped that no one would catch the fact that I did that. So we'll just move on to the next topic. Okay, who do you think will win the PGA? We keep going over this again and again. I know, guys. I know Louis is not European. I messed up. Give me a break. who's going to win PGA. We keep going back and forth. So who do you guys think is going to win the PGA? I've given my picks, and I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Will Tiger be back? I hope that he's back. We talked about this a little bit earlier, and then I trailed off into another thought. But I think that him just being able to play golf again will be successful. I don't know if he'll ever play another tournament. I don't know if he'll ever play at a high level again. I really hope that he does. I think anything he can do for golf is great. It'd be very, very sad if he never plays again. But again, his health is the most important thing, emotionally and physically, and if he's happy and healthy, then I think that's a win for all of us. Matsuyama, that's who you guys are going with. It would be interesting to see him go back-to-back majors. Beef Johnson, I have not heard that name in forever. What is he doing? What's your proudest moment as a golfer? I have a couple. So probably my pro win, my first pro win, that was a big moment. Winning conference championships at SDSU. We were the first women's team to do so in SDSU history, so that was a big moment. I was a highly ranked junior golfer, and I had a lot of success there, so that was also, like, I love junior golf, and it's probably the best part of my career was my junior golf career, so I look back on that fondly. I watched this TikTok the other day. I'm trying until we get some more questions. I watched this TikTok the other day, and it was influencers on lives, and it's making me so self-conscious right now because I'm doing everything that they were doing the video, and so I'm trying to get better with lives, but it's difficult. It's where they just like sit there and they're like, let's get another question. I was like, don't do that this time. Your best round score in a tournament, 64, just for fun, 63. Adidas or Nike? I tend to wear probably more Nike than I do Adidas. I don't wear much Adidas clothes. Have you golfed at the Ridge at Castle Pines? I have. I played a ton of junior tournaments there. I have a junior golf win there. What's your go-to shot when you're struggling? A punch 3-wood off the tee. That's like my go-to. How about Victor Hovland? I love Victor Hovland. It's hard to like not root for him because he's so nice and so great. But again, he's very up and down. He's a bit streaky with his short game. So you never really know what you're going to get from Victor Hovland. Where did you golf in college, Paige? I went to University of Arizona first. I didn't have that great of experience, and so I ended up transferring to San Diego State for my last 2.5 years. Phil is the man. Ever played with him? I have not played with Phil, but our home course in San Diego for SDSU was the Farms, and he would practice there all the time. And he let us play through in one group, and he was very, very nice, very kind. And then I had 2 more interactions with him at like charity events. We played one. It was the Tiger Phil match, the very first one, and he came up to me, and that was when I was working with Mizzen & Main, and he has this relationship with Mizzen & Main. He was very, very kind. Phil is literally like the best, probably one of the nicest tour players I've met, who's like gone out of his way to be kind and nice and like ask questions, which is very rare. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about the PGA, and then I'm going to call it quits on this live. Looking for a couple more questions about the PGA. Who are you guys liking? Oh, we have a bit of a change with the odds, so I talked about them earlier. But now Brooks Koepka is at plus 425. Louis Oosthuizen is at plus 450. Hideki is at plus 1,000. And Bryson DeChambeau is at plus 1,400. Phil is at plus 1,400. So out of those 5 guys, who do you think is going to get it done? Who do you think is going to win? Do you think Hideki can get it done because he just recently got it done? He's going to have that confidence coming in. Bryson, long ball hitter, he can go very low if he's hitting his irons well. Brooks, will his knee hold up? And Phil, can he hit it straight enough? So there's always like a little bit here and there with one of these guys, which is good and bad. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over this weekend. Okay, Someone said Phil, baby. We got Louie. Phil come in with the win. I mean, it would be great to see Phil win. I think we're all rooting for Phil on this one. But again, it's got to get him through the Saturday round, because he'll shoot a good score and then he shoots himself out of it the next day. Cool. So I think that's all for today's live. I hope you had a lot of fun watching. I loved your questions today. You were actually asking some really great questions. So if you want me to do more of these lives, let me know. You can always send me a message. I try to respond to as many people as I can, but it's definitely very difficult. So if I don't respond at first or the second time or third time, please just keep bothering me. I'm sure I will get to it as soon as I can. So again, I hope you guys have a safe and great Friday night, and I'll catch you guys soon.
Thank you.